Welcome to the show, and what a complete load of shit we've got for you tonight.
I used to laugh the idea of a woman Prime Minister.
John, you can ask me questions if you give me notice.
There's no time necessarily for manners.
Doesn't give my opponents much time to run.
I'm responsible for introducing the concept of MMP by accident.
They hate the system.
I used to call the old culture the concrete playground.
Poets in this country have always been the smart ones.
I've been performing since I was born.
I can smell the uranium on it.
And we're on.
No, mai hara mai te whānau ki Aotearoa I tēnei pō.
Co-Pringle Jordan Rogers. Tokuing.
Ko Magenta Kaos tokuing.
Yeah, I always got to figure out what my name is. For the day.
Yeah. That's the problem when you change it all the time. You yourself don't even remember what it is.
I know. I'm a fake human. I just got to, that's what I'm trying to tell people.
You're one of those bots, aren't you?
I'm a bot. I'm a submission bot. Yeah. I'm a thorn in David Seymour's
I'm sure
side.
you're at least one of those things.
I'm a lot of things. The issue is not knowing what I want to be.
Too many things to choose from, eh?
Too many things, yeah. Too many cooks in my brain.
Well, I hope not, because otherwise you might be having a cooker fest up in that brain.
Yeah. For some reason, we don't have chat working right now, guys, on the screen. I'm trying to get it fixed, but for now...
Yeah. For now, I can see your chats on YouTube, so I'll keep an eye.
Yeah.
Also, Private Jack Job Rogers.
I'll get around to that one.
Yeah.
I'm going to try every combination of every PJ word in the book.
Pineapple Johnson. That'll be
Pineapple
one.
Johnson. I think I already did Johnson.
I know.
Did I?
Oh, nah, you might have actually. You might have.
No, I did Jorgensen.
Yeah, no, yes, you did. You did.
Mm.
I should actually. I'm gonna have to go through. Actually, I'll have to go through and make clips of all your different. Yeah, your little face cards with your your silly little names, but we love it. We love it. How's your day been?
Tiring. I was telling you earlier. Not much sleep, so I'm a sleepy boy, but. That's also...
An EP Pringle.
Yeah. Sleepy Pringle, story of my life. You can see my hair's all frizzy because I had a nap earlier and it's all frizzed up.
But we also have a different view of you.
We do have a different view.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
I love the art in the background.
I might need to relocate it slightly just so it's a weird angle right now. But
yeah, I mean, slowly we can make our way around your entire room.
Yeah, well, I got like this much in terms of display space, so there's a lot of places I can put it, a lot of angles I can pick. Right now you can just see this weird fuse thing that opens my window, but they haven't put the lock on, and I don't think it's in service. Yeah, and you can see the curtain that goes through to my room. You can't see there. No look into my room. That's private.
Wait, you don't have a door to your bedroom?
It's technically a one bedroom sort of studio.
Oh, right, yes. Yeah. I was so confused for a second, but no, a studio apartment totally makes sense.
No, it's because that goes through the middle of. There's literally like a balcony, double doors there, so double doors out into a balcony. So this is literally behind me right here is a balcony.
Which I have seen you on your balcony, I think, in BHN meetups.
This is fascinating. We're talking about me. the least interesting subject.
Hey, I do not think you're there are plenty more boring subjects.
It is to me though. Like I know more about myself than I think any other subject, as I guess do most people. So I find it inherently boring.
Well, see, I don't know about that one. I don't know if other people know themselves that well.
Not on like a deep philosophical level, but the lore at least.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Like,
I'm the lore master of my own life.
I mean, we're all the lore masters of our own life, but to be fair, get enough people, like crazy people, and I'm sure there could be some who would try to get to know you even more.
I love crazy people. More crazy people, please.
Well, I'm sure there's at least one crazy person in our chat. And there's 3 people in there, so y'all can guess which
Thank you
one
to
of you
the
I'm
3
talking about.
people, and I know we will get more later on as people start rocking in.
Yeah. Only nerds turn up before like 8 p.m.
Oh, and it's good because, well, you know, this is the quality of content they get is us
shut
talking
the
about me for
fuck up.
10 minutes.
I mean,
in
it
my
hasn't even...
apartment.
Okay, that's an over-exaggeration. But, you know what? Now I kind of purposely want to keep talking about you just to just... But no, I won't. There's a few things I want to go
ways to get me
through
shut
too.
up is just talk about me. I was like, yeah.
You've lost my interest.
That's not even that. I just clam up, really.
No, that's fair. It's awkward to be the center of attention.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Which is kind of, I guess, seems a little ironic to say when you're currently live streaming yourself to the internet,
Well,
but don't make me think about it too much.
I like to think people don't come here for me. You know, they come here for other things. Like you.
They come here for us.
Yeah.
Us. I mean, I don't know if they'd come here just to hang out with me by myself.
No?
Nah.
Some people joined me the other day. That was nice. The other
True.
week.
No,
Yeah.
okay. Maybe Alfano might come hang out with me if you weren't there.
Also, maybe I tricked them because you know.
Maybe that was the bots.
That was the bots.
That
That's
was
right.
the bots.
Yeah.
And there was the bots who were also then referencing it in our Discord channel. Absolutely. Which have you seen? Okay, you want to not talk about something that's about you? Have you seen how big our Wordle score's gotten in
No, I
in
haven't.
our Discord?
No.
Let me double check.
What's our
What day are
streak?
we up to? We're fucking 62
months?
days.
The 2 months.
62 days.
Damn.
I know, right?
Come
It's
join
great.
the Discord, guys. Do Wordle.
I mean, it's fun. It
It
is
is
fun
fun.
actually doing the Wordle, and I mean, it's quite fun to see, you know, like, especially when you kind of like get close to losing. Like this is it feels very high
You start
stakes.
biting your teeth. That's when it like takes
Yeah.
like half a day. You're like, okay, I'm not gonna rush these anymore. I got like 2 guesses
Yeah,
left.
yeah.
I'm gonna take my time till I'm like really
Even
sure
though you-
about it.
Even though the first 4 you just did like really fast.
Yeah. Well, you do your defaults.
Yes.
Mine's typically Aegis. I think that's how you pronounce it. Aegis.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite.
I don't know how to pronounce that word
I think
specifically,
it's just
but
Aegis. I think. We'll just
yeah.
say it
Or
like that.
maybe Aegis. I don't know.
Aegis. Oh, that's like a GIF debate. Let's not go
Oh, yeah. Let's not go
there.
there.
That's like the pineapple on pizza debate with fucking.
Hey.
internet.
What do you mean? Pineapple belongs on pizza.
Ah, no, see.
Are you
We've
on the
got a
other side
message.
of the aisle, my
Fuck
friend?
that. Fuck the pineapple. Get out of here. Every
Wow.
time. Every time.
Is this what's gonna break up our channel?
it. We're done. We're ruined.
We only got however many nights in, guys.
Yeah.
And pineapple on pizza took us down.
No 1-year anniversary.
Aww.
This is gonna be some Damien Grant shit. I'm gonna say, okay, we're canceling the show, and Magenta's gonna be in the background every day, just going, no, we're gonna come back with a new season. Gonna come back with a new season. Hype you up.
And then, then if we took the same analogy, would my new show come back as like Magenta tonight, or like, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, kia ora to Biblio Spear. I see
Kia ora.
if you've come through. Haramai.
No.
Also, they're on my side. Biblio's on my side. Ha ha ha! I win.
No.
Sweet and salty. What are you talking about?
Okay. Oh, actually, how do you feel about this one? Have you tried the dessert pizzas at Hell's?
I actually love the dessert pizza.
Okay, cool. We can at least agree on that one.
Okay,
there's
we
a lot
found
more
the
people.
middle ground.
Yeah, we're bridging the divide. We can agree. We're taking the agree to disagree clause on the pineapple on pizza, but we're bridging the divide with that chocolate and marshmallow one is just.
All right.
so
Well,
good.
before we finish Pizza Corridor, I have one final question. What about cranberry sauce on pizza?
Oh, I'm fine with it.
That's the same fucking thing.
What do you mean?
It's fruit and meat. It's sweet and savory.
Yeah, but I like cranberry.
Yeah.
I don't
what,
like
do you not like
pineapple.
pineapple?
No.
Oh, Okay. Well, then you don't get to have it. Like, the conversation doesn't apply to you.
I don't like pineapples. I don't like
because it should only apply to you if you might eat it, not if you just like don't like pineapple.
No,
then it doesn't matter about what we're talking about.
in this fight. I have allies. So,
Alright,
you know,
well,
it's just,
maybe, you know what? I reckon we need to do a tier pizza list. We're going to have to do it to settle this.
Okay.
This score.
Okay.
But
I'm down. I'm actually really down for that.
I know. I love how you're like more excited about this than probably the news we're going to talk about.
I am dreading the news, but I'm excited about the pizza showdown. We need to hype that up. We get some posters going.
Right.
Yeah.
Honestly,
don't think I'm going to be able to fix the chat tonight. Sorry, guys. I don't think it's happening.
But we can at least see you on the side, so
yeah,
I will be chicken. Don't worry, I've got it up. I can see sweet and salty is winning, but also cranberry does not have to only be paired with like camembert. Cranberry can be paired with just pure meat.
I just like cranberry juice. I don't know if you
also applesauce and pork on a pizza would go really hard.
Ooh,
Kiwi skirt, yeah.
That's a good pairing.
Applesauce and pork is a solid pairing.
You know what might be a wise decision?
What's that, sir?
Flipping my camera around, I think. So then it looks like I'm looking at you, not away from you.
Yeah, fair enough, actually. Not a bad idea. And then once you've done that, I'm probably going to get you to share my screen up on their web interwebs.
Well, I can do that whilst I do it, because this might take a bit longer than I thought.
Oh, okay. Put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Oh, no. Why am I sharing us? Oh, that's because I got this. Oh, my God.
Fuck, too many screens.
I was not prepared tonight.
First world
I'll
problem.
just transition, and you can see double us. There's an infinity rainbow of us.
Oh, no.
And I gotta go to this other window, because I fucked all my shit up because of all that crashing we were having.
What's Rogers doing to us, Fano?
I don't know. Alright, there we go.
Yay! I mean, I don't know if seeing like Nicole McKee's face is what would be much better, but I guess yay. So I don't know if people saw over the weekend, alcohol laws to be loosened. Government announces.
Yay!
And so I've actually got a little timestamp. For a few things. Obviously, the government has signed a plan to ease alcohol restrictions, pledging fewer hurdles for bars and bottle stores. Proposed changes would make it harder for people to block liquor licenses and simpler for ministers to declare one-off special trading hours for pubs or clubs screening major sport or cultural events. It was on Thursday. But she, in a bar, of course, went and did the announcement.
Is this a joke?
I know, right?
Nicole McKee walks into a bar.
Oh, yeah. No, that does sound like the setup to a bit of a joke, doesn't it? I didn't even think about that. I thought we were just like, she's a joke. 1 minute.
I think I brought this up the other week, but I was just waiting for it to happen. Like this is like, thank you for smoking, the Merchants of Death. You got the trio now. You've got smoking lobby, alcohol lobby, and what's the third? Gun lobby.
Yes.
All tied together. And
she's tied to like 2 out of 3 of those.
She's tied to 2. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what does that say about Nicole?
I don't know, but.
Oh, because I know they're
no
also.
Soul.
They had the I'm not sure where it's sitting at the moment, but there was a bill on the Parliament website that they were looking to take restrictions off of serving alcohol on Christmas Day, and like basically the few days of the year where like the supermarkets actually have to be closed. Specifically the Christmas one. So they want basically so, because I mean there are some restaurants and stuff that will, cater and host Christmas.
So that one day of the year where you want your alcoholic uncle to really behave himself and not lick it up.
Exactly. Like, do we really need more alcohol in Christmas? And actually, it's funny. I didn't even think about that. I've got some I made some graphs based off of Stats NZ stats.
Okay.
And Christmas is actually quite a peak part of our coming graphs. So
Yeah.
I'll let. Oh no, you go. I'll let Nicole speak soon.
Nah, let's let her speak, and then I'll give my 2 cents.
Well,
on
this part
shit.
is this one's just a weird part that I kind of picked up on when she was talking.
Services will be better supported to reduce alcohol-related harm. This is going to give clear responsibilities and prevent sales and deliveries to intoxicated and underage persons. We are allowing the ability for bars and pubs to be able to stock non-alcoholic drinks.
Yeah. So when
that was already allowed?
That's exactly what my brain was thinking. I'm like
What?
I've been to quite a few bars and I've seen not only like just, you know, your raspberries and your lemonades, but also like a 0% beer.
Yeah. It's mandatory by law. They have to have water, free water.
Yeah.
So,
and actually, I think it's mandatory to have food available because
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, all of them will at least at the bare minimum cook chips.
Mm-hmm.
Like until the end, even if their like normal menu changes after a certain time. So I just thought it was so weird how she's like, oh, and this is going to allow them to have something they already have.
Yeah, I might just turn you up a bit. Sorry.
Oh, it also might be Nicole's too loud.
Yeah, it could be both.
Yeah, maybe I'll turn
my mic's
Nicole
a little
down.
low. My mic's a little low too. I could probably turn it up.
Yeah, pump it up.
I'll pump it up.
Jam.
Pump it up. All right. Sorry, go on.
No, you're
pumped
fine.
you
You're
up.
fine. I've got to find this bloody timestamp since she's taken up my whole bloody screen.
There we go. Everyone's louder now.
About here should do. And this is just going into, just more of the conversation around this announcement.
Authority and Salvation Army, of course, is all over the country.
Wait, sorry, that was just her
Yeah,
ending.
I missed that.
This,
what is
no,
she
no,
talking
this
about?
is me. It was technically a few seconds in the wrong spot. So that was just a previous section where the reporters were asking about lobby groups. And whether lobby groups are being shut out of this process, where she was clarifying it that like lobby groups, the only ones that'll get shut out are the ones that
That's right. They changed the law so only locals could oppose.
Yes,
That's
territorial.
Right.
Yeah. So now they've got territory basically, which I mean does make sense because she references offshore, like international kind of lobbying in from outside of the country for some reason, but I don't know much on the details of that. But yeah, interesting that they've created that. But now we're going into.
But I still don't see why. I don't know. I guess it is a trick. That probably is a tricky one because you don't want the negative lobby groups having their fucking input and all that crap.
Well, yeah. But, and I mean, you could argue maybe by then not having that international aspect, it might actually help block out some of those. But again, there's also ways around it anyway, as long as they've got like an office that has some kind of, it'll be really easy to get around because rich people will do anything to not pay taxes.
Actually, I suppose unless some kind of like weird gerrymandering bullshit went into it, my guess is probably in these areas that do have high alcohol abuse do have some kind of local office that like or shelter or some kind of that for like domestic abuse and all those kinds of things and alcohol abuse and all these things.
And they are like the other side, obviously a little bit quieter. But no, this is her going into talking about Kiwis' drinking habits and responsibilities.
Oh no.
Sends, I guess, the right message when it comes to alcohol harm. I mean, you say that most New Zealanders drink responsibly, do they?
They do, and statistically...
No! No!
Yeah!
No, I'm from Dunedin, and fuck no, they do not. They do not. It's not the case. Jesus.
Okay, so we're what? We're like not even 10 seconds into the part of what I wanted to watch.
The fuck? That is just the most abjectly incorrect statement I have heard in so long.
Okay. Prepare, because she's about to cite her sources and use her own data.
Oh God, it's not.
But don't worry.
Is it?
I've spent a lot of today getting data. Why do you think I was on the census website making graphs?
Oh,
don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I was not gonna let her get away with this.
Mage. We hate evidence.
Don't worry, but we'll let her talk for at least a few more seconds.
Showing that they do as well. I mean, since 2022, we've seen a 24% reduction in serious violent alcohol-related crime. Alcohol consumption itself is on the down, so we're seeing that. It's now looking at how do we create these opportunities for business, but also make sure that the impact isn't there on our communities.
So what evidence do you have that most New Zealanders are drinking responsibly?
The New Zealand Crime and Victim Survey gives us results every 2 years, and the latest results that came out show us that they are starting to... you're always going to have people that won't, but the majority of New Zealanders do drink responsibly.
Okay, so she references that crime stats, and I believe they did show small, obviously, decline in terms of alcohol crime, but to be fair, pointing to alcohol crime feels like kind of like trying to distract from the fact that there's a lot more issues with alcohol.
Just to specify, alcohol crime, I assume, is people intoxicated on alcohol. Okay.
I'm trying to. Oh, what did she say it was called? I should have had that one up. For some reason, I've not got that link. One sec.
Show us that they are starting to but also make sure the impact isn't there on our communities.
Yeah.
So what evidence do you have that most New Zealanders are drinking responsibly?
The New Zealand Crime and Victim Survey gives us results every 2 years, and the latest results that came out.
Sweet, that gave me just enough to find, violent crime and victim survey. So, that is the one they've got, and but what I'm going to quickly go over to, I think next is, so the main two things in there is that she's saying that, yes, New Zealanders are responsible drinkers and not many, have excessive amounts of alcohol consumption, but as you've already said, we all know that that's fucking a straight up lie.
I mean, I'm not even bad, but I wouldn't even say I'm a responsible drinker. I think a few people met me at the meetup, and
well, and that's the thing
I was pretty deep in. I had a few.
Well, that's the thing is, and I do think that's the case, is that even if you're, say, not one of those people who's, drinking every day, that those of us who, when we do drink, tend to get quite fucking merry with it. And definitely, I've noticed that we do have this almost sense of like how drunk you're supposed to be for it to be a good time. I feel like is so overhyped by most of us, to be honest, myself included. Like, it takes a lot to get me drunk.
That was fun.
And I'm sure you did. And that's the thing is, like, relationship to alcohol, how it's used. There's so many nuances.
Yeah.
To
but there are people who do that every week. Some people do it multiple times a week, like get that level of trash. Especially that's so common when you're in university. Before you're
a week, literally a week. You start from like I
now they got
obviously
Rio
did,
week.
You see, I did O week as like a mature student, so I was responsible because I was like too old and grumpy to want to do half that shit. But like the amount of students, by the time we'd get to Friday of like O week of events, obviously because I worked as like a student ambassador, like the amount of kids who would not be coming into thing by Friday because Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and then they usually stay home so that they can go out on Friday night and Saturday night. And like that is almost treated as like something you should do as well. Like all of orientation week is centered around like more the party vibe of O Week rather than, I don't know, giving, like they have some alternative like events. Like I know here at, I do like here at Te Herenga Waka, we have comedy night. And what's the other
Mr.
one?
Avid's pointing out Crate Day as well.
Oh, fucking Crate Day is the worst. Like, I genuinely didn't realize, because I think because I have remembered Crate Day since it became, I always thought it was something like before, you know, my birth. But I didn't realize it wasn't, it was like the early 2000s.
Okay,
No, yeah.
I didn't realize that either.
Okay, yeah, cool. Let's go quickly having
Quick history, Crate Day.
history into Crate Day. Because I remember looking up, like when was it created?
Just so many random shit. I remember. Do you recall the Undie 500? Do you remember that?
Oh yes, I do remember that.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
Which was basically like, it wasn't even a pub crawl. It was just a crawl of drunk people and probably a lot of drunk drivers going up from Dunedin to Christchurch, I think it was, in these sort of pimped out themed vehicles, which was in itself was a very neat ordeal, but it was just and the fact that they organized it like that was just impressive.
Wasn't that kind of, I mean, I assumed that the kind of way they dressed up the cars kind of mimics Cannonball Run, the movie.
Yeah, it was like themes. It was
yeah.
They chose a theme, and everyone in that vehicle would have a theme, and everyone swore they had a sober driver, but I highly doubt that was probably the case in a lot of circumstances.
But yeah, so if we look here on the Wikipedia page for Crate Day, in 2010, mainstream rock station The Rock started the Rock National Crate Day. Oh fuck yeah!
Oh, it's The Rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when I realized how late it was to like, it was actually like officially a day, I was like, that's crazy. Obviously, yeah. But Crate Day, I fucking, well, because I mean, obviously the thing that a lot of people get encouraged to do is they get encouraged to sit outside and drink. And I think that's the really bad part, is that people tend to go swimming, you know, be at beaches, not putting on sunblock. Like, it's adding in so many other bad things.
I love that last sentence too. The Rock no longer promotes the event.
Yeah, no like, wonder, eh? Like, exactly. I mean, but then, so what if we probably move to my other tabs. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to test out doing it in Canva, because I think I've got a presenter mode and I want to play around with it.
Okay.
So I shall take us over to, so obviously she was talking about that, and so I thought, okay, I'll look at the stats in terms of alcohol consumption. And these are the graphs. So I've taken this from, basically this is National's entire government since they took over. There we go. I don't know what sentence
their term
I was trying
to
to
date.
say. Yeah, there we go. That's a better fucking word for it. And so I found two main things. There seems to be just kind of this trend where it goes kind of, so you got the end of like Christmas, comes down into, you know, January, kind of like the kind of thing months, and then it comes back up, and it always goes back up around Q4, Christmas. So any potential decline would only technically count in between Q4 of 2024 and Q1 of 2025. And I was like, okay, curious though, what does it look like, you know, in terms of other years? So I thought, okay, well, we'll compare it to the Labour government. Oh, why is this picture broken? Oh, rude. Hold on. I'm gonna have to find my other graph. But you'll notice the shapes. So now that one's disappeared. What the hell? What the hell is going on with my graphs? Fuck me. Good thing I've still got the Excel sheets open.
They're hiding the data.
Right, literally. It broke my data. You can see the shapes are, honestly, they're almost exactly the same. Let's put this over here. Since my other one's gone. Like, New Zealanders start to consume more liters of alcohol per head consistently. And then I was like, okay. I looked at, fucking hell, what's it done? It's alright, but this one's 2015 because I thought, you know what, I'll try take an older one. Now this one, funnily enough, instead of going back, oh no, sorry, that's why it's because I've got it cutting off at 4:15. But then if you look at, I went and did a really long one. This is from 2015 to 2025.
Okay, that's good. That's a much better data set.
Yes, don't worry. I went for longitudinal as well.
Okay.
Don't you worry. I wasn't going to just take tiny little snippets because, I mean, yeah, tiny snippets, we see a trend. We do see there is a bit of a downward trend starting to happen. And this is around, oh, I can't read that number because it's too zoomed out. Around the beginning of 2022. I also do wonder if the cost of living may have actually
I
damaged
would
this.
think so, partly. Like, it would have lowered because of that. Whenabouts was COVID?
Let me look on this one. Because there was a spike down during COVID.
There was a spike down. Okay.
Oh, only at the beginning of COVID because obviously we couldn't go to the fucking liquor stores as well. Because especially because this data is done in spirits, beer, wine, and overall. And
I felt during COVID, like, at least from my perspective, my consumption of everything went up, you know, just
whereas
food, alcohol, all that stuff. Just,
Q2 of 2020, which is when we went into lockdown, that is right here at that lowest point. And I genuinely believe this because a lot of us didn't have access to it, especially because, But I do, like, you'll note that it does have a very sharp uptick.
Then go up, because go up slightly. That is, that's just spirits, though. So spirits had a very strong uptick afterwards. I guess that was because we're, liquor stores
you can buy beer and wine. You can buy beer and wine at the supermarket, though. So people could still get beer and wine, but they couldn't get access to spirits.
So after that, a lot of people were just like, "Fuck yeah, we can finally buy spirits again."
So then,
goes whoosh.
Because then you see it go up again, and then, but there's always a very consistent Christmas is where we see, obviously, because we know our drinking culture is very alcohol heavy.
I'd love to see how this goes in terms of like global stats or something. Really interesting.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm really interested in looking into this further. So, I mean, that could also be something that maybe we look at doing some videos on. I mean, I've already got this data, and I'm sure we could find like who probably have data sets that we could look at. But yeah, I mean, I just thought it was obviously ridiculous when I'm seeing this news of loosening alcohol laws, which still just feels so stupid to me. It just made me want to obviously go and look at their data. And
Christmas is the only time you drink. Good on you, Scruff.
Hey, I mean, that's awesome. If you know, that's the time when you do it, like, good on you. Hopefully you don't try to make up for lost time.
I have horrible self-discipline, horrible self-restraint. So I'm just, so many times I'm just like, all right, that's it. No more booze for like a long time. And then like, it's like a week or so later, I'm just like, just have a beer.
Yeah, that's the thing is some people, so like, it's so funny you say that though, because there's a lot of people though who think, say like with alcoholism, a lot of people have the thing around abstinence is kind of the only path to recovery, whereas I do not believe that at all. I think for some people, abstinence is the necessary way because they can't really, if they give themselves an inch, they'll take a mile. But then there's also other people who I think very much benefit almost, I guess you could say medicinally, who are better at that kind of moderation of things to kind of, just get themselves through, through stuff. Like, I don't think having to quit completely isn't the only way to have a better relationship with alcohol.
Sure.
I even find like making one of my rules is that I don't drink by myself. Always got to be drinking on like an occasion, with other people. But yeah, I mean, especially with how horrible New Zealand's. Actually, no, I should go back to that one. Sorry, I realized.
That said, I believe alcohol, I think, does have the best statistics when it does come to quitting cold turkey. I believe it's like probably one of the less addictive ones.
Yeah, I mean I guess that would make sense.
I mean, I'm talking in terms of people who go to rehab, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, although, I guess it would also depend on the level of dependency. I know, like, real hardcore alcohol dependency can be quite
Yeah.
rough.
But I believe statistics show, I think people who go to rehab and do their rehabilitation and manage to stay rehabilitated and not relapse, I believe alcohol is the highest statistic there. In those cases, because you got other drugs there like opioids and stuff where it's just not at all the same. It's just completely changes like your chemical imbalance in the brain, like those kinds of things. Like it's a different story. I'm not saying it's easy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not downplaying.
But they do actually have
the struggles that alcoholics might go through. But
they have different ratings for different
drugs
and stuff like that. I know that in some other ones, alcohol can be considered the most harmful. So.
True.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh, harm in terms of harm, yeah, absolutely. I would say it's literal poison. That's why your body gets you like drunk. It's it's you're literally poisoning yourself. Yes.
And then there's actually one slide here that isn't anything to do with our things, but it was some interesting. While I was looking into news and thinking about what we could look at tonight, I saw some headlines that made me kind of go, huh, that's funny. So I saw government is tracking ahead of violent crime reduction target. Wow, how good of them. And I was like, wow, okay, so they're tracking ahead of that and actually on target. Well, wouldn't it be nice if maybe they could have, I don't know, prioritized lowering child poverty? I don't know.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea.
And it would be good to have both, I guess. But, I know which one I would have chosen first. That's just me.
Look, all I hear all day, every day, people complaining about is, why is it so hard to get alcohol? Why can't I sell alcohol
I know,
easier?
right? Why can't I get a haircut and have alcohol in my hand?
Exactly. Why is it so hard for me to get a beer whilst I'm at the hairdresser's?
Right? Oh my god. I still don't...
Maybe that's the question we should be asking. Why are people so fucking desperate to have a beer while they're sitting there at the hairdresser's? Like, what's the issue there that we're just, like, begging for alcohol? We can't sit down for half an hour.
It gives me fancy people vibes, where they're like, oh, but I can go and get my hair cut with my champagne. I don't fucking know, man. Like, it's just, it feels so privileged to me. Almost as, oh my god.
Well, I'm also wondering about that person who's like in recovery or something, who's trying to avoid like bars and stuff, and they show up to get their hair done. And they're like, do you want a beer?
Yeah. I mean... There's another side to it. Didn't know about that. So I thought I'm going to have a quick look through here. Kia ora to Big Ol' B and Scruffador. I see y'all coming in to hang out. Oh, and I saw Rye. Ryjan's here. Rye turned up a little bit earlier. Kia ora, everyone. Thank you for hanging out. I actually got to talk to Big Ol' B on Friday. They hopped in the...
Oh, okay.
In the BHN VC when we were just having a bit of a yarn after Friday's show.
Oh, shit.
So,
nice.
Yeah, it was nice. We had a couple of newbies in there, actually. It was Mark Lyons. He was...
I should have come. Oh, well.
I know, right? I was like, man, it's a shame you've been working so early because it would have been good to... I wasn't going to try rope you in.
Yeah, well, what was I doing? I think that one was an early night for me, so...
Probably. Yeah, I kind of assumed it would have been. But yeah, kia ora to those who have joined us. But yeah, that's kind of where it sits with me on the alcohol it's just
Anyway,
not-
that's like half an hour we've spent
know,
on
right?
Nicole McKee. So,
Yeah.
partly,
knew?
you know, you put the mahi in there. So.
Oh yeah, no. My graph's had time. She can just
Hell yeah.
haere atu.
It's not the hell yeah counter again.
Oh my god, yes, actually, I love that.
I noticed that when I was editing, I was just like, man, we just rely on hell yes so much.
I mean,
or probably me the most.
I mean, if it ain't broke, you know, I don't see an issue with that.
It's my default. Like, here's my approval. Hell yeah. Like, if I was an emperor, that would be my way to give blessing. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, so I'm just looking. I guess we'll go Peeni Henare next. Honestly, I don't have a lot for us with this one. There's just a couple of interesting comments he made that, I'll be honest, made me a little bit like, and also I've got some, what would you call this? Some information around basically that compares what Labour would lose if they lost the Tāmaki Makaurau seat versus what Te Pāti Māori could lose if they lose the Tāmaki Makaurau seat. So I think we'll start with Peeni and then we'll go into that.
Cool.
So let me push my buttons.
Push my button, let me
know. Get around.
That's not what's been stuck in my head. What's been stuck in my head? Oh, that's right, Baby by Justin Bieber.
Oh my god!
I was playing guitar in the office last weekend, and
right.
There was just someone was like, play Justin Bieber, and that was the only thing I knew. So and then it got stuck in my head afterwards.
Wait, they said play Justin Bieber, and you actually had something prepared?
Well, that's all I had. That's all I knew. So.
I'm surprised. That's. I think that's actually the most surprising part to me is that you
chords, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, oh god, that takes me back. iPod.
Yeah, I know.
iPod days.
Hell yes.
So this is this the right snippet? Nah, actually, I think no, it is. It is. So just checking my notes. Yeah, this is actually I can't remember. We'll just see. I think I've forgotten what this part was, but we'll figure it out together.
Intergenerational challenges for that whānau. So I'm all about working with the whānau, and you know, if there's one thing I can say about the gang patches and the fact that we oppose that piece of legislation is gang numbers are still rising. Crime is on the rise. So we've got to look at attacking the issue.
So, yeah, see, when any form of like media or politician starts going crime, be afraid, like I'm obviously after the corridor at Tamitha Paul's event, my red bells went off, I'll be honest. I was just like, is he actually participating in this kind of fear-mongery, dog like whistly kind of way? I don't know, it just kind of it didn't sit well.
That's not even what piqued my mind there. It was that he was because how old is this? When did this clip come up?
This is from Q&A on the weekend.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I guess we don't know when he shot it, but since then there's been a whole disagreement between Peeni and Labour on the whole Gampatch issue, and that's what.
Well,
that's what
that's what he's talking about here.
How they posed it. Oh, was that like the question?
Well, that was actually what kind of brought him into. I mean, we can take a back.
I mean.
But yeah, he does, because obviously Jack does ask him about because he actually specifically is like, oh, so like. You know, despite your party's kind of stance, you are anti the, you know, and remove it.
So he hasn't sort of tried to play that back, like backtrack on that, and be like, no.
Not in this interview. So I mean, this interview only got posted like what, a day ago.
Good on him.
Yeah, probably.
Good on him for not
filmed
backpedaling on that. If that's the case, that this happened before he's sort of gotten grilled out.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that because I hadn't seen that there was even raru between this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was weird that he was taking like such a weird crime spin on it.
Sure.
That was just something that kind of tweaked me. But I mean, it is interesting to see that he's actually like vocally for the gang patch reversal, because I mean his example of why he is not for the gang patch ban is his cousin has the gang patch tattooed on his face.
Oh.
So he's like,
okay,
how are you gonna police my cousin's face?
That's true.
Like, I mean, it is a bit of like I was just like, it kind of made me laugh a little bit. I was just like, well, you know what? Valid.
That's very
Out
valid.
of all the reasons to feel that way, nice. But then there's one part that that's actually near the beginning. And it's just kind of around why people should vote for him over Oreni. And we'll just have a listen to that.
What do voters in Tāmaki Makaurau get with you as their representative that they wouldn't get with Oreni Kaipara? Why not vote for Oreni and have two representatives in Tāmaki Makaurau both advocating?
Because I've always been clear that when you've got the clear mandate to be the Speaker for Tāmaki Makaurau, you can literally stand up and say that you represent the views of the voters and the people of Tāmaki Makaurau, and I'm very clear on that. The other part to that is I believe that I can take Tāmaki Makaurau's voice to even greater heights than we have done in the past. I believe that I'm the person to do that. And so that's why I'm asking for the support of the whānau here in Tāmaki Makaurau to continue to not only advocate, but to...
Which I'll just quickly pause and say that the mandate felt a little weird. Felt a little like they were trying to say, oh, well, she only just won that one. And like, usually I win by heaps. But then there's a funny bit here that's about to happen with Jack.
Okay.
So.
To be able to push us forward into the places we aspire to be. We know there's a general election next year, and we've got to not just look towards the by-election, which is our priority now, but Tāmaki Makaurau is a powerhouse of the Māori world. It's diverse, it's the most populated place, centre of Māoridom, if you will. It's the biggest part of the Māori economy and the economy. So we've got lots of opportunities here, and I believe I can do that for Tāmaki Makaurau.
You think that people voting for you would give you the mandate, but my question was not about what winning would give you, it's about what voters in Tāmaki Makaurau would get with you that they wouldn't get with Oreni Kaipara. Because...
Which, like, I didn't even think about that as he was saying it. I was really glad he pointed that out. Because I was like, oh yeah, fuck.
I was thinking that in the entire time. He's also sort of just said, I think I'll be better, but he's delved into no specifics so far, really. So...
Yeah. I think there's also a bit more that he goes in. I've got notes saying it goes on weird rant that ends up in Kirikiriroa, so...
Okay.
Because by voting for Oreni Kaipara, they would then theoretically have two Tāmaki Makaurau-based MPs both advocating for the region.
Well, if I'm lucky enough to win Tāmaki Makaurau, we bring in another Māori voice on this kaupapa, which is Georgie Dancy, who comes in for the Labour Party.
But she's not in Tāmaki Makaurau, right?
Regardless, though, he wahine Māori.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's plus one minus one, so that's a net gain of nothing.
Like, Tāmaki Makaurau.
I mean... Yeah, it's, like I said, he goes on a weird rant.
I don't know, because Te Pāti Māori lose a seat, so the House loses one Māori MP.
And we will be looking at a thing that tells us, like, what else they'll be losing, because it's not just that.
Okay.
But, I mean, Jack literally points it out as you're saying it. He wahine Oreni.
It was just as close to Kirikiriroa now. In fact, most people in Tāmaki Makaurau will say that Hamilton is a suburb of Auckland.
Yeah. But I mean,
I like the way he just goes, yeah, because it's like, what the fuck? Why are we talking about Hamilton now? I don't know, between a couple of the red flaggy things he's said through this, plus this weird part, I'm like, what is he up to? I mean, I definitely don't think he did well.
He's kind of trying to hype up this other candidate because he doesn't have much to say because he can already do everything he can that he wants to for his electorate in Parliament because he's already in there. So he has to hype up this other candidate that's going to come in that no one wants to talk about because they're not running in the campaign. So he's kind of soft campaigning for someone else. So I see what he's trying to do, but it's pointless, and I don't know why he's chosen that tactic. So.
Yeah, nah. Like, it definitely made him look kind of weak and wishy-washy to me in there. And also the word salad, I'm just like...
It feels like National trying to, when they're trying to talk about Labour's policies that they might have, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you're trying to, you're arguing against something that doesn't exist, or it's like not relevant to anything we're discussing. It's just in your head.
Yeah, nah. And yeah, it was a bit of a weird one. But I think kind of pointed out it's a good point about obviously the seat thing. And I saw this on Facebook. So yeah, if Labour loses Tāmaki, number of MPs stays the same, funding remains the same, no change to speaking time or power, no change in influence, keep their dominance in opposition. If Te Pāti Māori loses Tāmaki, drops from 6 MPs to 5. Loses specified party status, which means speaking time is halved on budget and Prime Minister statements.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Decrease in questions to ministers in the House. 1 less Māori Select Committee seat. A drop in approximately 500,000 per year, electorate and party budget. Decrease in staff. And 350,000 Māori voices in silenced in major debates. But yeah, so I didn't know about any of that other stuff. That I didn't even realize that it could mean they'd lose 1 MP.
This should be on his freaking billboard. Really?
Right? I know, I totally agree, and if anything, I'm going to be pushing this in front of as many people as I can fucking...
Yeah.
Actually, I should send this to Pat.
I mean, if I was on the fence, this would be enough to push me to be like, okay, that makes sense, and I'll vote for it, but I'm already voted for it. And,
yeah. And I mean...
It's pretty much just because I don't think it's fair to rob TPM of their seat right now, basically. It was as simple as that, but this just adds more to it.
Yeah, and I mean, I could see people, there being an argument for having to obviously rerun and all that stuff, but like, I already really had kind of an issue when Labour first put Peeni forward, considering the Greens specifically did not put anyone in the race to obviously give it back to who it should be given back to, and the fact that Labour didn't was kind of a red flag to me then, and now it's an even bigger red flag to me.
And they probably have a bit more sympathy because they they're a small party too. They probably have more sympathy for these kinds of situations, I would say. But yeah.
Yeah, I also think it just doesn't really paint the best kind of picture when we're thinking of like a united left coalition. Like, I don't know, it just seems like some of the things they're doing to really isolate themselves away from them, and I don't get it.
That was something else I saw. I think I saw around all this news was like an RNZ article or something just saying, have Labour done enough work to win back their Māori electorates? And I was like, well, that's not where they should be putting their work in right now. It's not the votes they need to be pulling.
Yeah, no. Exactly. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just definitely because, like, I know that Jack actually in the interview with Peeni, he kind of pushes on being like, oh, a lot of people see Te Pāti Māori as quite radical, basically. He didn't say radical, but it's what he was implying. He was basically going, because some people who might be swing voters or, basically the centre, who might be put off by Te Pāti Māori because they're this, that, and the other. Yeah, so he kind of was putting it in the questions. Actually, I think it was especially with Orani as well. Like, he did it with both of them. To her, he was like, are you worried about, like, this kind of thing? With him, he was like, oh, are you worried that, you know, aligning with Te Pāti Māori might not look good to, you know, some of your voters? Which, yeah. Oh, I understand he's trying to play both sides, but sometimes it feels like he's trying to push sides as well, a little, every now and then. And it makes me go, I think you could vote for National.
All right. Should we push this along?
Yeah. Stop that one. What's my next links? Oh, yeah. We are gonna move on to another really fun topic. I said very enthusiastically.
Yep. I'm waiting. I'm
right.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Oh.
Suspense.
Well.
It's killing me.
So I don't know if you saw the news around nurses today. So, Health New Zealand to employ more graduate nurses part-time, cut on-job training, document reveals. So I was like, okay, what's going on here? That's really going to help us. Yeah. So, a leaked document reveals Health New Zealand is planning to employ more graduate nurses on part-time hours and cut the amount of on-the-job training they receive. It says it's about creating more flexible job options, but the country's biggest nurses union...
What the fuck does that mean? They want to be nurses. What the fuck are you on about? Flexible job options.
Okay, I think I know where the devil's avocado is in there.
Okay, yeah, please explain it to me. I don't get this.
I think they're implying that by having part-time roles, people can kind of, I don't know, work around families a bit more or other situations. I get that's about it. That's all I really got. But even then, I don't. We'll see. We'll keep reading.
Okay.
Don't worry.
All right.
But yeah, the country's biggest nurses union accuses it of cost cutting and gaming the numbers and warns more graduates will go overseas. The Reston Review paper obtained by RNZ lays out Health New Zealand's plan to boost graduate employment by creating more part-time jobs and encouraging other employers to take them on. It is reducing the minimum hours from 4 days a week to 3, or 0.6 full-time equivalent position, or FTE. The paper said it was focused on solutions that would help deal with the problem of nursing graduates without work. And yeah, so we've got reduces the minimum full-time equivalent, reduces clinical load sharing, previously called supernumerary hours, because the new graduates were not counted on the shift roster, from 240 hours to 80.
Okay.
That's a big reduction. Actually, I just realized
I'd have to look at specifics of how that works. So that one might be a bit more helpful because the other stuff I was going to say, how does any of that help changing the minimums help with burnout and not enough staff?
Oh no! Did they say that? Did they say they were helping with that? They said they were creating more part-time jobs. They didn't say jack shit about whether it was in a way that was going to be helpful. Like, come on, man. Come on. Whose side are you on? Labour's? Reducing study hours from 96 to 80, including all mandatory training to reduce the time out of the clinical and learning environment.
Oh, so worse trained nurses as well. That's what I'm hearing. Okay.
So worse quality. Yeah, so nursing...
Worse quality, and they'll get worse experience because they're working less, I guess.
Well, yeah, some of them will be working... Well, they'll have... So there's actually... I reckon we'll read this bit here. So... Where is it? Basically, yeah. Nurses Organisation student spokesperson Bianca Grimmer, who lives in Auckland, said it would be hard to make ends meet on a 0.6 EFTS job. We're on placement at the moment and hearing from nurses who are on 0.8 already and they're working 2 or 3 other jobs because they can't afford, well, you know, basics of life.
That already sounds like it's pretty flexible to me if you're managing to work in 2 to 3 other jobs.
That's the thing is, it's almost too flexible. I don't think flexibility of jobs is what anyone's looking for in this sector. And if anything, I think it's just more stable hours that also have enough hours to cover basic needs. Like the idea of a nurse working 2 to 3 jobs is fucking terrifying to me. I'm like, no, I don't want my nurse to be fucking tired because this is shift 1 out of 3 or shift 2 out of 3, you know? Or God forbid, shift 3 out of 3. Like, it's just so dangerous. And because, like, it also made me think about, there's this, it was actually, funnily enough, it was a question on a podcast called Lateral, Tom Scott. And they were talking about the fact that, so the first day, and I think this is in the
Tom
UK.
Scott, like Tom Scott, like hey, I'm Tom Scott, the guy that stands in front of the camera and tells you things.
Yeah, and
that
just
guy.
like
Okay, cool.
But they were talking about how in the UK, that first day that the new basically, you know, medical students are in the hospitals, they actually have a higher mortality rate because
the
on the
employees
day
or the patients?
The hospitals. So
okay.
No, not the employees dying. The patients. Sorry, patient mortality goes up because obviously training nurses and doctors are exactly that. They're not experts yet. They are pretty fucking knowledgeable, but they need help. And so when I saw this, that's what it made me think of. Is I'm like, oh my God, if mortality rates can go up just based off normal things, what happens when they're worse trained?
Yeah. All right, so I can kind of see what they're trying to go for. The idea, I think, partly is to make less, more attractive, I guess, to people who might want part-time work or a second job or something. I guess the first thing there is those people primarily probably don't want to be nurses. So why not prioritize the people who actually want to be nurses and giving them full-time work? I don't know. Secondly, what was the second thing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Buddy.
I was going somewhere with that. I was cooking.
Whether they, I mean, or you had whether they want to be, like, I guess it seems like you're kind of heading towards maybe give flexible conditions to jobs that actually. I mean, I do think that there would be a portion of nurses, because, like, there are also a lot of other things that nurses can do in other places.
Yeah, well, it's just, I think the negatives outweigh the positives that they're going to get, which is worse training. And overall you get less experience, not worse experience, but less experience over time, which means, especially if you're working multiple jobs, I find this because I'm doing this shit as well as working a full-time job as well as other stuff in my life. The more your focus is diverted in other areas and other places, the less focused or honed in your mind is, and the less attentive you are to certain things. You know, you don't become as specialized, I suppose.
Well, yeah, you become a jack of all trades, master of none.
Trades. Yes,
like,
that's a better way to put it.
That's the quote.
And so it's a little bit of a fucking shit at the end of it. It's like, why you gotta say that? Why not just say jack of all trades? You gotta fucking just poop on me with master of none.
Because I can be a jack of all trades, master of motherfucking none.
I don't say master of none because that's just demeaning.
I gotta be realistic about it. Otherwise, I'll make myself sad when I'm not as good as everybody else.
I suppose. And the third thing is just, so more people on shift, more people shuffling around the job. What you know, like the game Telephone? It's going to be like that. You're going to get more miscommunication, more errors, less memos, and clear communication going around the place.
Oh, I mean,
with
exactly.
more staff and more people shifting in and out. And it's also going to be partly isolating towards the patients, where they're going to become less familiar with the staff and the nurses that are taking care of them, because it's going to feel like a little bit less of a personalized experience where they've come to know their caregivers or whomever, and it's going to seem more just like cold. It become a bit less personally attached in that way, where it can be very comforting for people to have a familiar face or someone they're used to seeing, whereas it's more just constant shift rotation.
Oh, and I mean, it's not just that. What you're actually also describing and talking about kind of feeds into what's... Have you ever heard the term continuity of care?
Oh, I don't think I have, but that's...
So obviously, like, I learned this in the kind of psychology space, but it applies to honestly most, I guess, those people facing things. So same with doctors and nurses. I know the midwives, that's the New Zealand College of Midwives have a like page about it. But essentially, what continuity of care is that, like, if you are the one, say, sole doctor in charge of your one patient, you know that case really well, and you know it in a big, broad, kind of longitudinal aspect as well, because obviously we all know the longer data gets to build up, the better. So, like, you get that longitudinal aspect, but you also get just overall better health outcomes from continuity of care, because, again, like those small things you mentioned of, like, you know, messages not getting passed on correctly. Like, if you're like, I've had this happen quite a few times where like doctors will change all the time, and so you're essentially having to like get to know the doctor, kind of start re-educating them about your health history just for them to sometimes fuck off again. And it's actually why I'm currently trying to find a new doctors, because I have a lot of these training nurses and doctors, so they come in, they do their training with me, and then they fuck off. And yeah, so continuity of care is a huge benefit that, like, we all benefit from continuity of care. And I mean, I feel like it also kind of goes into the fact, like what you said about the more nurses kind of want more of those full-time hours, because, you know, that's often your career. You're building a nursing career. You're not just you know, doing... Some people who might want to do nursing as a part-time thing as they move into a new space, or hell, even retirement. I'm sure there's some people who want to be able to, you know, have a bit of flexibility as they get older, so that they can kind of trim back their hours at work. There's definitely circumstances where that flexibility would be helpful, and I think a few people in the chat have pointed out, like, there are so many new graduates who are waiting for jobs. Like, we've heard already about nurses striking because their pay and their work conditions aren't good enough, and this is not going to make it better.
It might mean more nurses on the picket line.
Yeah. I mean, oh my God, though, that's the thing, though. It's like we've got so many of those things happening. God, do we want to give, what was it, David Seymour or one of the or whichever MP it was, who was basically trying to make nurses out to be the reason your family and loved ones might die? Like, come on, it's not like that. But yes, that is definitely something that just feels like another thing to lump on top of. Like, I just don't understand why. I can kind of understand why this government is doing the racism and going in on us Māori, but I don't understand what they've got against the fucking nurses when their crusty old asses are in the hospital. Although I guess they probably go to those fancy private hospitals, don't they?
Yeah, that I can understand that more. Like, I can't understand. I think the racist stuff.
I can believe the racist people would be racist. Like,
yeah,
what's not clear about that?
It's not a good long-term strategy.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Also, apparently that claim, I think, was from Simeon. Someone pointed, Mr. Arvids pointed out. Yeah, it's...
You have much more to say on this, or?
No.
Yeah, let's move on from this depressing shit.
Fuck this government. I mean, that's all we can really say to most fucking things at this point. And then what have I got for us to look at? I don't think we got much more because we made through the major ones. Now we can just have a bit of fun.
Little things I can show at the end too.
Yeah, sweet. Okay, well, I've got. Do we want to talk about Tama? Actually, you know what? I don't want to talk about Tama Pōtaka tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave him off. He can, If I feel like it, we'll talk about how he wants to be a dictator over a conservation.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Great.
just the same old. Oh, now I feel bad if I don't mention it. I don't know. I'll open it. We'll see if we get there.
So you want to do Tama now?
Mm-hmm. Don't say it like that. Don't put those words in my mouth.
I don't know how to say
I'm just
it now.
being a dick. Good. That's what you get. Well, actually, we'll go to a quick little silly one, shouldn't we? I reckon palate cleanse.
Yes, please.
We've got some kind of like, what the hell? Like, not funny good, more like funny confusing. But, so, the government has spent $10 million to fix National War Memorial bells and fires only person who can play them. See, I knew you'd giggle. I knew this was funny. Because what the hell? Yeah, so the government has spent over $10 million to do up the country's bell tower that plays for fallen soldiers, but is now getting rid of the only person who can play it. The country's sole Carolinist, God, that's a hard word, Timothy Hurd, has been playing the bells, 74 of them, totaling 70 tons, spanning 6 octaves for about 40 years in a bell tower that is now the centerpiece of Pukeahu National War Memorial Park in Wellington. Hurd used to play them 3 times a week, but once the tower reopened after seismic strengthening early next year, that would be cut right back. Our intention is to have the carillon played every Anzac Day. When RNZ queried this, it added, our intent is for the bells to play on Anzac Day and perhaps at other ceremonies.
It's read like that Simpsons news bit where they're talking about the sad guy who used to feed the ducks.
Yes. Yes. Oh, man. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of goofy. Like, I like this line, actually. For whom the bell tolls really does have meaning at the National Carillon. For them to go silent is tantamount to forgetting, which is, I realized I shouldn't have been laughing at the beginning of the sentence. Sorry.
You're horrible.
Oh, I am. I'm fucking terrible. The tower is scheduled to reopen by Anzac Day 2026.
But who will ring the bell?
Yeah, and I mean...
That's money well spent, guys.
It does seem kind of goofy. Like, at the bare minimum, should we not, I don't know, be getting this guy to train up, you know, some young people so that we don't lose the art of, I don't know. Like, at the bare minimum, we could say this is an instrument worth of preserving the ability to play it.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just thinking about the funding of this, because I guess it would be national government does manage this memorial, I suppose, by the way the title says, at least. I'm not sure if it's something that's
Yeah. No, it's the Pukeahu War
council?
Memorial, which is that one on Taranaki Street. I don't know if you remember when he lived here. It's that big war memorial place.
It's hard to miss. It's hard to miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, they can't use the out then that it's just local government slashing their spending. So
No. It's the government choosing not to rehire this guy.
Yeah, didn't they say something along the lines of their cuts wouldn't be to like the front line or something? I would say this is like front line.
Mean, well, and actually, it was really interesting.
Some back office guy.
I thought it was interesting that in this article they also go into a little bit of the history, and they point out that a century ago people flocked to sponsor a bell for the new tower in a 1920s form of crowdfunding.
Oh.
The initiative was so popular that the families of fallen soldiers were put first in line. So they were allowed to give their money first.
To ring the bell? You mean, or giving the money? I thought it might have been ringing the bell. Like, they were first in line to ring the bell. That's how I read that.
Well, no, because sponsoring a bell is what they were put first in line for.
Why would you want to be first in line to
Because it's like
donate?
a big, like, well, because I mean, if you think about it from like what it's supposed to symbolize and like the war aspect of it, like it's a nationalism type thing, you know?
But why does it
Like-
matter if you're first in line? You could be last in line. you'd
Because
still give you
white people like to say they were first at stuff, okay? Or at least in the first however many. I don't know how else to say that. Some people just like getting to say, you know, like some of us like to say that we were the first one in Rotorua to get a copy of Diablo 3 when it came out at EB Games. You know what I mean?
What the fuck?
I still remember that.
First people.
See what I mean? I'm part white person.
I guess. We get the first day of the year, you know, that kind of stuff. Or the
Oh,
first
New
hour in the
Zealanders
day.
also love to say that we literally the first place the sun touches
Yep.
in terms of time zone.
Yeah, we're the real land of the rising sun. Fuck off.
Oh, okay. I don't know about now. You're gonna start some like. Don't start a war with Japan.
Yeah, no, I mean, that would be a twist, wouldn't it? We started at war with Japan.
Yeah, considering Japan and us are just kind of chilling at the moment.
Yeah,
it would be
yeah,
kind
I
of
mean,
confusing.
Well, I mean, we might make a nice new powerful ally at that point. China's just like, hey, if you want to, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, that was just a bit of a goofy one that I thought we could have a bit of a look at.
We would get smashed by Japan. I mean.
Okay, we're gonna have a quick look at Tama Pōtaka just because I don't.
Okay,
Are you giggling at the chat? Are you?
I mean,
I was
I'm
having a
giggling at a
nosy
lot
at
of things right now.
I was having.
I'm having a
look
good
at the chat
time.
earlier.
This is why I'm here. I'm here to have fun.
Also, I see Scruffador said that Luxon could learn how to play the bells since he's got no portfolio.
Oh, Minister of the Bells. And then he can ring the bells in Parliament too, because that's like
he can be
thing.
like, I'm a big boy.
Yeah. Until the ringing of the bells, nothing's gotta happen. You know, fucking.
Yeah.
What's his name? Jerry said that a few times.
Ugh.
We're suspended till the ringing of the bells. Were there any bells ringing when you went to Parliament? By the way, do you hear any bells? Is that a thing? Because I've never heard bells. Not on the live stream, at least.
Pukeahu War Memorial's over that way, and Parliament's that way.
Yeah, well, I doubt that's the bells.
Oh,
Maybe it's
I do hear the bells when they go.
What, at Parliament?
No, at Pukeahu War Memorial.
No, I'm talking about in Parliament.
Do they have bells?
Well, maybe it's just an expression, but they always say about the ringing of the bells.
Oh, they have a dude who has like a
It's
handbell.
just a little
I think.
bell. Oh, that's
I'm pretty sure it's a.
lame.
Well, yeah, they got a handbell and this like scepter thing that they like put in place.
I was on
weird.
Kiwi Pulse's stream like months ago, and I just started asking. I was like, "What happens if we don't have that scepter?" And it turns out Parliament can't sit. If that thing goes missing,
yeah, no, literally,
Parliament can't sit.
So I mean, so what you're saying, nah.
We need to do a heist and steal that scepter. That's what I'm saying. Then they can't pass any fast track or no. They can't even do a bill. They can't make a bill to amend that they can't, you know, sit in Parliament with the scepter anymore.
Oh,
They're fucked.
okay. Hold on. I'm going to share the chat because fuck it. I just realized I can do
Okay.
this. It's on the page. Gary said bells ring at Parliament at 1:50 and 1:55 before question time.
Oh, there you go.
Trust Gary to know. I also
Thanks,
like this
Gary.
one. Master of Tug. Minister for tugging the big cord. And Jerry is a real bell end. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. We should
Cat's
go.
on fire today.
Right? I love it. It's so good. And the fact that I can share that means that we can at least have them on here. I just big brain.
Exactly. I'll have it fixed next time.
We're not going to spend much time on this. We'll just look over the fact that Tama Pōtaka wants to be dictator of land. The conservation estate could end up subject to political whims under a proposal to grant the conservation minister sole authority over the land. Proposed National Conservation Policy Statement would strip away democratic process and prioritise commercial interests while stripping decision-making from the public and the current statutory board. So at present, delivery of different strategies and management plans were approved by the National Conservation Authority or local conservation boards, which were often made up of government and iwi representatives and members of the public.
Yeah, so this is just taking power away from the mass. This is just so they can have the patsy to sign off whatever bullshit law that they want to fucking pass through and just say it's all good for the environment.
Yeah. They already said they've already got the clause where they can fucking kill endangered animals, including kiwi. So we just need one more tick off to make sure that all that conservation land.
Yeah, well now they can put a signature next to it to see now this is okay. The DOC says it's okay. We got a signature. This is approved.
Right?
Yeah.
All
That's all
hail.
this is. Yeah, exactly. There's some Nazi shit, man.
Honestly, the fascism in this country is getting ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
I did not expect us to, I didn't expect this government to speedrun fascism and colonization.
Everyone's
and
doing
here we
it,
are.
you know?
I know,
It's,
right? I don't know. We must have missed something in our Atlas Network fucking homework, because I want to know why the fuck they decided to, foot on the pedal way.
It might be like 100 years thing, it's just gonna keep happening, but hopefully it's it just happens quicker and quicker every time, you know? It's just...
It's what? So you wait, every few years this happens?
Well, it was at least a good decade last century of fascism, I think, at least.
Yeah.
So, maybe we'll get 5 years this time.
Mm-hmm.
If we're lucky.
Government can legitimately propose fundamental changes to how we care for our conservation land, but only after real dialogue with New Zealanders, but that has not happened here. Again, the amount of things this fucking government are doing without actually consulting the right people. Technically, I'm pretty sure it was the pay equity stuff goes against what the regulatory standards bill would expect as well. This would go against what the regulatory standards bill expects.
What are you talking? The CIA and FBI wouldn't push fascism. They protect us. They protect us from fascism. We would like to thank the FBI and CIA for protecting us from fascism.
Are we America now? Are we just mini America?
Yeah, it's like the infiltration to make us for conquest. It's like Invincible with Omni-Man. They send the FBI beforehand.
I know of Invincible, but I haven't watched it.
Whatever. It's like Superman, but he's sent ahead of time pre-invasion to try and weaken the place for invasion, just so when the enemies show up, they just go, all right, here it is. You don't even have to fight now.
Wow.
That's essentially the point.
Wow. Well, that's
maybe
depressing.
That's the strategy. Yeah.
Okay, well, then we're going to go into some funny news again, because
let's go.
You made me sad. Why do you have you have such a good habit of doing that.
I got a dark sense of humor.
I make myself sad enough. But I thought we could have a quick look at this, because it gave me a giggle, and it really shows the levels at which landlords will go to not lower rent.
Mm-hmm.
So this article here from the spin-off, Sammy Carter, is the buzziest deals on offer in Wellington renters market.
Mm-hmm.
Cash bonuses, grocery vouchers and free power are just some of the lengths landlords are going to avoid lowering the rent. Wellington renters have gotten pretty used to blasé landlords, damp houses, and using a 20-year-old TV left behind 3 tenants ago as a heater, which is very Wellington. In fact, there's stuff in my house that I'm currently using that was left behind at least 2 to 3 flatmates ago. So, accurate. But
wait,
they go through...
As Freaky Friday 2 plays in cinema?
Oh yeah, did you not know Freaky Friday 2 is out?
No, I mean, I don't mean that. I mean, I just mean, why is that at the start of the paragraph?
Oh, because it says the renters market is experiencing its own switch up. It was a real loose.
That's the most forced plug. I mean,
give them a fucking
the real
break.
Conversation has been around, Jamie Lee Curtis and her.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, if we're really going into Freaky Friday news, maybe we'll end with that. Actually, find it.
Find it.
I mean, I can find it. I know where it is. Okay, so you've got $1,000 cash if you sign a 12-month lease. Obviously, like, I mean, it sounds really good, but like $400 grocery voucher and your first week free. Free power, centralized heating, internet for 6 months. It kind of sounds like, you know, when you sign up to like get in like your power and they're like, oh, if you sign up, we'll...
or a new phone plan.
Oh yeah, those ones are so bad. Like get a JBL speaker. This one does sound at least a little bit better, although it is a 4-bedroom house. So like,
okay, so it's like a week.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more than a week, maybe. Oh no, $8.45 per week. Yeah, so 2 weeks.
Okay, so 2 weeks. Yeah. They're sweating, guys. We're starting to make them sweat. So keep it up.
Well, that's the thing is like all these things when it's like, no, you know what would actually make difference? Like maybe taking $30 off. Like it's not even asking that much.
Yeah.
Just take like $30 off. Maybe even 20 if you're feeling particular. Because that's the thing is, renting in Wellington as well is just fucking insane. I was looking at rentals last night and I was like, Jesus Christ.
It's been a while since I've looked at rentals. It's been at least a year, but...
Yeah, I check semi-regularly because my brain is one of those brains that's like something's bad's gonna happen at any minute. So you might need to keep a backup house in mind. Yeah. So, you know, I just do that every...
Yeah, too true. It is too
3 to
easy
6 months.
to kick people out. Like,
well, has it gotten easier?
Yep.
That's the worst part.
Well, I found out... So I was living in a place North Shore. It was like 5 years ago or something like that now. Where I found out there was a very small clause that allowed pretty much immediate eviction or cancellation of your lease if like a family member needed to stay in the place or something like that. So they were using that to get us out.
Oh yeah.
They changed.
It's always
their
the
mind
family
names.
member one.
Yeah, but I was just like, how? Like, who confirms this? If this is even the case, like
nobody
probably.
Like,
yeah, so they could just make it up.
It's only if they decide to like, and that's the worst part is that like. Those things don't get monitored. Same way who's really monitoring the gang patch law.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's ridiculous because then you realize, oh, like, so unless, like most of the time it's tenants who have to take them to the tenancy tribunal and go through all these fucking, and because a lot of these places, like, especially here in Wellington, a lot of them are run by property management companies. And like, I'm sure Quinovic are probably like Oxygen. I haven't heard. I've heard mixed reviews about them. Quinovic's obviously the worst, but like, yeah, when so 2-bedroom apartments can range from $800 to $1,000. Like, it's insane, and it would be nice to see the actual downward pressure that I was so-called promised on these rents.
My rent hasn't gone up. That's probably the best most people would have hoped for. I think going in like, hope my rent doesn't go up.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but like, man, when do we stop accepting scraps? And when do we get what we're worth? You know what I mean? And then the last actually little news thingy I thought we could have a nosy over is actually an interesting campaign by the Department of Conservation.
Okay.
Which we love them.
Oh, you mean Tama Pōtaka?
No. Department of Conservation. Not Dictator of Conservation. Oh my God, they're both DOC. Okay, they both would be DOC. I don't love that. Okay. Thanks for making me think about that.
Yeah, can someone get I think who was it, King Louis, the Sun King, I believe, who said I am the state. Get him, but get Tama Pōtaka doing I am the DOC.
Yeah, you lose me with like history trivia. I didn't have that type of.
What, you don't
autism.
know? You haven't got all the kings of France memorized?
No.
Is that what you're saying? Why not?
I couldn't imagine anything worse. But are you telling me you haven't memorized every single song from High School Musical 1, 2, and 3?
Of course I have.
Actually, you could.
No. Wait, let me think of one. We gotta work, and
not one song. You got 3 movies, my guy.
Yeah, no, I only saw the trailer for 2. I don't even think I saw the trailer for the one that
2 is actually the best one out of all of them.
Okay.
If you ever have to watch High School Musical again, only watch number 2. You don't need to watch 1 or 3. Honestly.
God forbid I do. So.
I thought every few years, you know.
Every few years. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's in my rotation, you know, those things that you gotta rewatch.
True. Mine's Sopranos.
Yeah. No, see, I still have. I don't know if I'll ever watch that.
I love watching Sopranos. It's so good.
All
so
right.
watchable.
No, you're fine. But yeah, so DOC's new campaign puts New Zealand's population at 695 billion. So most of right? Most of us know that New Zealand's human population, what the human population is, and the Department of Conservation says we can now say the same for our plants and animals.
Based.
The estimate, right? The estimate released on Monday morning is 695 billion. The figure coincides with DOC's new campaign to increase awareness about the fragility of nature and help drum up funds for its work. Billboards with the figures are going up both here and internationally as part of the campaign. There's a bit of fun. They said, obviously, we haven't managed to count every last little bug and butterfly, so it's an estimate, but now we've got your attention. Let's talk about nature. The nature in this country, it's fantastic. It is precious. It is so unique. But the reality is it's in trouble. And we need people to know that because most New Zealanders will say they love New Zealand's nature. But I also think that a lot of New Zealanders are at fault for some of the nastiness.
Mm-hmm. I mean, us ejecting sewer sludge on farms into rivers isn't a good thing, for example.
The fact that's even... Like, I remember when I first learned that. I was like, how is this... A, make sense, and B, like, what? I don't know, it still baffles my mind when I think about it.
Thanks, Chris Bishop.
Well, yeah, like, that's the thing is, like, it's interesting because it kind of brings up some of the stuff that I looked into with, like, some of my uni stuff, and, like, it is crazy how, like, especially... fucking ACT love to go on and go, oh, the RMA, all this red tape and all this bullshit. I'm sorry, where is the red tape when you can just have permission to put shit into the river? It's disgusting. And like, that's the thing is like the way that, like, obviously we're looking at it from a Māori lens, like, it's interesting to see the priority differences between the Māori lens and the Pākehā lens because they see water as a commodity. We see water as not only just an entity of its own, but also a major provider for us.
Mm. Yes, the neoliberal theory there is Kaos theorem. Which is all about essentially you have no legislation restricting anything like that, no red tape at all, and essentially it's just up to individual bodies to sort of sue each other over their grievances. So
yeah,
and it doesn't really take into consideration like the river itself, for example. It's just like, hey, if people are affected by this river and that they have a right to fresh water, then they should be enabled to sue, and that should be their right, and they would probably win that, even though they wouldn't, because they wouldn't have the funds to go up against probably the large multinational corporation that's probably doing a lot of the pollution, whereas I think in other scenarios maybe they'd have a right to pollute, in which case they would try and pay the residents to tolerate the pollution, which is the other side of the same coin in Course theorem, which is it's a hellscape.
Honestly, yeah.
Well,
I just
because I think about like Acton stuff and neoliberals always wanting just minimal government, and I'm just like, why don't we just make like a pen somewhere, or like a large free zone, like a jungle, and they can just go live out there where there's no government. And I'm like, like in your own little box, you guys go over here, and everyone who complains about big government, it's like, that's fine. You can go to the place that there's no government. That's over there. You go there.
It will
Great
create
place.
a sovereign state.
You'll love it. Yeah, exactly. You'll love it. Go over there.
The problem is though, and maybe it's just because of what's going on overseas, is feels like you might start creating problems around land ownership and like, I don't know, I feel like it could end up with some two-state solution kind of energy.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Plus,
that's what I'm saying, is you have to find the place to give them.
By the way, when it doesn't work out for them, they'll just covet their neighbors and blame their neighbors. Be like, it's all the government next to us fault. We have no government. We're doing everything perfectly. It's these other fucks with the government. Fucking shit up.
Republic of the Neolibs from Bibliosphere.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, that's good.
Anyway,
but
that's
yes,
fun.
So we have 4,000 species that are threatened or endangered, and I just think it is good to kind of get people thinking about how much more this earth, like nature, is than us. Like, let's be real. It doesn't make sense for us to be able to just absolutely decimate different, like the biodiversity decrease globally is such a big problem, but especially in the Pacific regions, like because I know there's a bunch of strategies around, biodiversity. I know there's also, I think, Te Mana o Te Taiao. It's one of our biodiversity strategies, and like there is a lot that we can't really get back. And so I just, the idea of trying to get people more into it and actually getting into preservation is just, I think it's giving me a little bit of hope right now, even though I feel like this government will go, oh, that's really cool. Here's Tama Pōtaka. Here you go, Tama Pōtaka. Here is all those 695 billion entities. Here you go, buddy. You can play with those.
We need your permission to kill 60 species. Can we have your signature, please?
Right. But I think that's mostly what I have. I think you said you've got something for us to have some
I got
fun
a
look
couple
at.
of things. Firstly, let's just do the sadder stuff. It's not like sad, but let's get that out of the way with and end with the fun stuff. Cool. Shane Joe says NZ first to debate nuclear power.
What?
Yep, and they're taking pride in this.
Wait. Why is nuclear power?
Because sometimes the rain doesn't rain, and the wind doesn't blow, and the sun doesn't shine, and we don't know what a battery is. So.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And he's drill, baby, drill.
Yeah, pretty much. Drill, baby, drill. And I bet you they've probably used in the past. He's probably used some point of pride of us being nuclear free, probably in his past. I doubt he'd say that now, but like that's. I can't think of a worse way to make people hate NZ first even more, like the general public. Just campaigning for nuclear power is just. It's almost a nail in the coffin in this country.
It feels like it would have to be, and if it wasn't, then something's seriously fucking wrong with our country.
And he points this out. We will be debating nuclear energy at our party conference. We will be the first party to do so. I believe
that's not a flex. Oh my god.
Yeah. So.
Oh my god. Matua.
Yep.
No.
Something about wokeness. Wearing blah 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 blah. 45 minutes about covering immigration, economic development, mining, and wokeness.
Wow. So
no
racism, woke shit.
No one talks more about wokeness than the people who are anti-woke. It's like fuck. It's the same thing like people who are like against like marijuana and shit like that, and they just like complain about that stuff all the time. It's like, man, I know people who are potheads who talk about weed less than you, you know? It's that kind of thing.
Literally. And have less opinions on it.
Less
They're
opinions.
Like,
They're just like, whatever. I'm going to have a cone and then watch a movie, you know?
Yeah. I'm not interested in any of this.
We're going to make it the Moa party? I don't even know what the fuck. Oh, he's going to... reference to the Māori party. He said, we're going to make it the Moa party. Sorry, I just read that. I haven't read this entire thing, but yeah, that's pretty much the crux of it. They're trying to
wow. I did not have nuclear power on my 2025 bingo, that's for sure.
No, so we'll see where that goes. But it's definitely a niche. How about this? Where's it gonna go, Shane? That's what I want to know. Where are you gonna put that nuclear reactor? Next to your house?
Right? Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, and could you imagine that like iwi issue it would bring up if they tried?
Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I just rewatched Chernobyl too, so I'm yeah, fuck me.
Yeah. I mean
anyway, moving on from that bullshit. This just came up on Reddit today, New Zealand subreddit. Can't remember which one.
Shrinkflation.
Shrinkflation. Gone from 20 cablets to 16 caplets. So yeah, watch out for that in the supermarket right now, guys. If you're buying stuff, it's happening. It's happening now.
To be fair, every single time they change a packaging to anything, I automatically just look at like the quantity or like the grammage or
yeah, like Pringles or something. You see how tiny Pringles are
Oh my god,
now?
See, now people can complain about getting their hands stuck in a Pringle can.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Now I
Can't,
understand.
well, I don't know how you can get it in anymore. That's the hard bit.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like I got little hands, so like I can like just. But to be fair, I feel like they're now like you kind of just have to turn them upside down, or like what I do is I kind of just shimmy them to the edge of the thing.
Yeah, anyway, just keep your eye on those guys. I think that's all the sad, angry stuff. Moving on, I thought this might make us a little bit happy. This was also on the Reddit today. RNZ's radios listeners are going up, and News Talk ZB falls. This is from Mountain Tui, by the way.
Oh, wait, sorry, what was that first half? I didn't hear.
RNZ's listeners have gone up since 2022, whereas Mike Hosking and ZB have gone down.
Ha! Fuck you, Mike Huskings.
Yep.
Amazing.
They fell below 6,000. Wait, 6,000 and below. Yeah. And national radios up 8,000? Up to 8,000? No, up 8,000 to 475,000. So that's big difference. Yeah, 475,000 versus less than 6,000. So that warms my heart, at least. At least people who listen to the radio. I listen to that shit, and I just thought this
I
was
do
amazing.
sometimes. Well, I only just started listening to the radio because I actually got a proper CD player recently. So I've been putting the radio on.
A CD player.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, it's not just a CD player. Hold on, I'll show you.
Okay. You show me this retro tech. Oh my god.
Like, dude,
back in the day, the kids called that a boombox.
Nah, see, this isn't a proper boombox because, like, proper boomboxes were bigger.
No, that was like an 80s boombox. That's a late 90s, like early 2000s boombox.
Nah.
It's still called a boombox.
It is funny, though, because, like, it's weird having to scroll through the radio with the dial again.
Yep. But I get what you mean. You're talking about the big, huge
no, not one of the massive
ones. Yeah,
ones.
those like 80s ones. But those.
Yeah. I guess this was the boombox of our generation.
It was. Yeah. Remember the CD man? I don't remember what they called it. Sony CD player, Walkman.
Oh, CD Walkman. Yeah. Yeah, I had a CD Walkman.
But I just thought this was an amusing anecdote too. I have a mate that I've helped out a few times early in the morning. He always had hosking on religiously. A few weeks back, I was helping out again, and he had his own Spotify playlist going. I asked what happened with hoskings, and he replied, "Fuck that cooker."
Damn! I love that. I love that.
Yeah. I thought this was funny too. I don't even know what the fuck the...
What's happening?
Whoa,
Oh,
sorry, that's loud.
Jesus.
Sorry, guys. Rip headphones.
What's K-Road up to?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think this is K-Road. I think this is a side road on K-Road. I think this actually might be just down this... literally, like, on the corner of the street from me. Also, this is 2023. I'm not sure if the date's wrong or if it's just old, but I just thought it was funny anyway.
Today, and asked us if we'd seen someone steal his phone, so we checked our CCTV footage, and we found.
So I don't know why he does this. He just puts his phone down here.
Stolen, just putting his phone in the middle of the street. Then he goes over to our roller door and just starts tagging all over our building. Doesn't tag.
Is he taking a TikTok video of himself?
Oh, that must be what he's doing.
He's taking, yeah, he's clearly doing, yeah. Oh, sorry if I ruined your...
This is an instant karma.
Oh, that's so funny.
And the people he was tagging, he later goes in and asks them, like, hey, could you help me find my phone? They see him tagging them.
Oh my god, it's so funny. But no, yeah, instantly I was like, oh, he's filming himself. Cause
okay. See, I don't do that, so I guess I just didn't click.
I've literally been at the uni and watched these two guys running around with a microphone. Like fucking TikTok interviewing people. I have seen some shit here.
Alright, and the last one, I just thought this was cute, but this one titled, Everyone's a Badass Until Their Mum Tells Them to Come Home. Look at that guy.
Oh.
It's so aggressive.
Oh, it's adorable.
And
yeah, Reddit.
There's some other stuff we could go into, but I'm not sure if I can. Oh, you know what? We'll just touch on this one, just because this one's short, little 2-minute, and then I think we'll end.
What are you touching?
No comment. But yeah, this is just a little thing, a members bill that's coming from one of the Green MPs, just to limit stuff being shot into space that's like associated with military
It's time now to take a look at a members bill in Parliament's biscuit tin ballot. This week's is from Green MP Tiano Tuiono and concerns launches into space.
Kia ora, my name is Tiano Tuiono. I'm a Member of Parliament for the Green Party, and my members bill is the High Outer Space, High Altitudes Activities Prohibition of Military Payloads Amendment Bill.
Ooh, mouthful.
Yeah, that's a big one.
What my members bill will do will be to prohibit the launching of military payloads from New Zealand soil, ensuring that we contribute to the peaceful uses of outer space, and we also think that the militarisation of space is counter to our national interest.
Yeah, and that's yeah, we won't go too much into that. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I just thought it was interesting, following oh, what's her name? The Crusher Collins.
Oh, yeah, fucking Space Force Collins.
Yeah, Space Force Collins initiating her whole Space Force thing and putting more like military stuff in the air. It's like a direct counteraction to that. And I thought what was interesting about it, because people always talking about like the fear of like, what if China invades, or like they're not necessarily saying that directly, but they allude to it when they're telling us to up our military budget and all that stuff. But what if we get invaded? And I was like, Well, look, no one really has a reason to invade us, first off. But if we keep this up, we do become a military strategic target in that capacity. If we're launching stuff into space that has a relation to military use, yes, at that point we do become a target. We become useful to invade because it becomes a hindrance on who the fuck ever, like the United States, probably primarily.
Yeah.
So, yeah, where are those fucking cookers now? Yeah, they're always talking about it when we need out the budget, but what about us, like, looking neutral as possible? They don't seem to think of things in that capacity.
God,
they're just
no.
like, yeah.
There has to be some agenda that they can work into. There has to be something to whistle, something to fucking... Oh, like, I mean, it feels like it was not that long ago when it was a meme that Donald Trump was going to make a Space Force, and then they made a TV show.
Buzz Lightyear. Someone should do
that's
that.
a good idea. I might have to take some notes. I have been getting a bit more into playing around with photo editing, as you guys might have noticed from my thumbnail today.
I agree.
I'm sure I could have fun.
I agree, Gary. I do hope that gets drawn so we can. We do need to, I think, put on paper which parties support militarization of space. I think that would be good, at least in official capacity. So, yeah.
Well,
but, look, I think that's pretty much all we've got today.
Oh, I didn't find a song for us today.
I'll do a dance for a second.
I mean, you could just talk. Like, you don't have to be weird about it.
No, why not?
Like, I don't know. Talk to the people. Actually, hold on.
Think people come here because I'm normal and they want to hear normal stuff?
Okay, well, fine. How about I will share my... where did it go? Actually, I know how. It's going to be a dick, isn't it? So I'm going to go this one. And because it didn't want me to let me do what I wanted to do, I can go this one. There you go. You can hang out with them.
No, we had a crouton for a second.
Aw.
Yeah.
We did?
Trump is king, and then he disappeared.
Aw. I wanted to play with him.
Yeah, I did too, but I guess he got scared.
Aw. I want to play with the crouton.
Mummy, can I play with the crouton?
Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know why I hate that so much, but I do.
You're both great people with good POVs to share. Oh, bless you. Bless you, Biblio. I almost said Bilbo. So many times I've almost said Bilbo when I read that.
Funnily enough, I don't have that problem because I'm not into Lord of the Rings. I just go, hey, biblioteca. Donde está la biblioteca?
Maybe I'll nickname him or them.
Have you watched Community?
No, I never watched
God,
Community.
I'm disappointed in you.
I'm sorry. It's probably on the watch list.
Maybe we'll have to do a watch party since you're not going to fucking watch it by yourself.
That's true.
I'm like, I know you well enough.
I'd probably wind up watching Sopranos again.
Exactly. You'd be like, oh yeah, I'll go watch it tonight. Oh, what did you end up doing? Rewatching Sopranos and playing the same game I do every time. Nah, it's alright. Yeah. We love you.
I've been playing Hitman recently though, so that's been getting back into Hitman. So that's been fun. It's been quite cathartic, killing evil, rich billionaires and weapons dealers.
I was gonna say what prompted that. But I see.
It's so good. It feels so good. It's like, just someone should make a mod for one of those. Like, I'm not gonna say who we should put in there, but just be creative.
All right, I think I found one. I think I found one that I haven't actually listened to in a while either. So we can
fabulous.
Listen to some BB No Money while we wait for BHN to start. Eh?
Hell yeah! Everyone go over and watch BHN.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure they're already in the fucking comments waiting.
Hey, maybe someone doesn't know what we're talking about. So someone.
I mean, I'm going to say probably not, but hey, I can't wait till that happens. As soon as we have someone in this chat that doesn't know BHN, that's when we're making it. All right? All right?
Yep.
So,
but yeah, no, been great viewer count tonight, guys. Great engagement. Thank you very much.
Appreciate
love having you
as
here.
always.
We very much appreciate you. And
Yeah.
I'll try and have the chat fixed for next time so we can engage with you a bit more. It's a bit hard me looking bloody. I've got like 3 screens going
I
right
also
now.
had so much fun playing with the comments last week. I'm like,
I
want to play with them.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't work. Anyway, yeah, we'll waste some
we'll
time.
figure it out for next time. All right.
Ka kite,
Well,
guys.
I'm being forced off. See you later, whānau.
Off
See you
the-
soon.
Off.
Yeah, whip 007 like I'm sophisticated. Fit on me, expensive foreign fabrics, I'm sophisticated. My girl bad as hell, I wipe that shit, she so sophisticated. My life so sophisticated, so sophisticated. Yeah. Cavalry all black, my team stay escalated. Your shit way too dry and tastes as pussy, I stay marinated. My shit real big brain, you trying to copy, can't be imitated. I feel so sophisticated, so sophisticated. On my basil shit, this baby is the whole package. 16 flights of 2 weeks, move with no baggage. Collecting up a million from my own language. Fairly swift, that's a whole lot of damage. Hey, hits on hits, back to back. Life is good, this and that. Paying cash, brand new house or habitat. Play hardcore, no handicap. 50K said welcome mass. And my washroom filled with plaques. Parents proud, now fathom that. Yeah. I'm the type of guy that stays window shopping at Tiffany's. I'm the guy that's always rewatching Breakfast at Tiffany. I be eating real good, I send millies and epiphanies. Tour the world arena, shows 30-piece, that's a symphony. Whip 007 like I'm sophisticated. Fit on me, expensive foreign fabrics, I'm sophisticated. My girl bad as hell, I wipe that shit, she so sophisticated. My life so sophisticated, so sophisticated. Yeah. Cavalry all black, my team stay escalated. Your shit way too dry and tastes as pussy, I stay marinated. My shit real big brain, you trying to copy, can't be imitated. I feel so sophisticated, so sophisticated. Yeah, this shit ironic. Collecting coin like Sonic. Malibu, I'm eating Wagyu, sipping gin and tonic. Honda with them spinners, driving tilted with hydraulics. All the look that primo shit, I'm slanted like italics. I save my money, yes I'm cheap. Cut my losses, more to keep. Y'all too dusty, more to sweep. Cop a paddock off the shelf, it's obsolete. I'm gon' practice what I preach. Learn your lesson, take a seat. Pussy boy, you NPC. I'm the type of guy that stays window shopping at Tiffany's. I'm the guy that's always rewatching Breakfast at Tiffany's. I be eating real good, I send millies and epiphanies. Tour the world arena, shows 30-piece, that's a symphony. Whip 007 like I'm sophisticated. Fit on me, expensive foreign fabrics, I'm sophisticated. My girl bad as hell, I wipe that shit, she so sophisticated. My life so sophisticated, so sophisticated. Yeah. Cavalry all black, my team stay escalated. Your shit way too dry and tastes as pussy, I stay marinated. My shit real big brain, you trying to copy, can't be imitated. I feel so sophisticated.